We're back with a garage full of 2 full interior swaps, an extra wheel wall. So first off, I'm gonna go through this stuff and I wanna clean up as much as I can. I don't wanna be working with dirty stuff. It was sitting in the junkyard. So we're gonna vacuum, shampoo the carpet first, get that in the car, get out that way. And then I'll start cleaning the dash, going through everything. This vent needs to be replaced, and I'll go through and see if any tabs are broken, anything we need to work on, and then we'll go ahead and start throwing that dash in as well. First, before we start, I'm unboxing the new shampooer I just bought so we can get this set up. For these trim pieces, if you've been following, they don't look terrible. I'm not even gonna clear coat them right now because I don't like how they came out. So I'm just gonna throw them in real temporary before I order some actual trim that matches and we get some door handles that match. So for right now, just gonna leave it as is, but the little armrest for the rear that we bought, I am just gonna go ahead and tape these off and just paint the actual wood part. I'm gonna go ahead and shampoo the front. It was just vacuumed, it's cleaning up nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum out the chassis as well. You can see there's stuff all over. The front carpet is good and drying. I should have done the rear first. I wasn't thinking about it, but the rear had more of the stains. There's definitely still some left, but I wanna be able to do this tonight. I don't wanna leave this thing drenched. I'll throw this in the car after it dries for a few minutes, get everything set up. Need to, I'll get in there with a hand brush and scrape up the rest of it, but it looks great for being in the junkyard. Rear section of the carpet is in. I made sure all my wires are ran through. Everything's clipped in. I'm kind of scared of how the order to do it. I don't want to do something and then have to redo it. So I'm trying to be very precise and go about this, thinking about it. So I think my next plan of attack would be to put these rods in here that hold the seat belts, put this down, and then get my wires associated and move everything where it needs to be. And then we'll go ahead and throw in the front. We got bolts from everything I took apart. We need these right now. These are what hold the rod for the seat belt in. Good thing I have all these. But anyway, you get the idea. I think I got lucky on this side. Putting these or taking these out were a pain in the ass. Broke a screwdriver just because you had to kind of pry it out. Because the way these go is that it goes straight and it goes kind of up and then back in a hook. So you have to get them to come up, out, and over. So you kind of have to play with them. I'll show you the other one and I'll show you how you install on the other side. Okay, for these rods, this is how it looks. So they have to go like this inside the car. So the bolts in like this. So when you take them out, you have to kind of pull them out and then get them around again. But they even have a clip right here that kind of stops it. So same thing going in. It's just kind of hard to see once you get in there. So once you get the rod in, you have to find the hole right there. Kind of see how it does it. It goes in, just push it up as far as it can go, drop this down, and then if you can get something in there like this, get the carpet against the wall as much as you can. Okay, I went in to do this. So what works is that instead, if you can't get a screwdriver in here like this, you kind of need a broken one. But once you get in there, you kind of just, I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do it, but if you can, just hit it. It'll go in. Same thing with these. Got to put the spacer in the carpet with this little, whatever you call this, sprung clip that holds the actual protector in. Slides in. Put this over it, line it up. Don't make the mistake and forget your seatbelt before it's too late and then you realize So that's it. And then once you tighten this down, it'll start moving this actually in more towards the car, and you won't even have to mess with it. I'm gonna clean up these caps too. Put that side in. So far so good. The carpet is fully in. We have it fastened down with the little screws. The clips are in place. I'm gonna go through and make sure there's no other clips. I feel like this is a little bit light. I don't remember how many I took out exactly, but the screws in on the other side, the pins in. I'm gonna put the clutch stop over there to hold it in as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie this as tight as I can get it to make sure nothing is sagging. I would like to put more zip ties than this, but this is where they originally had them. They had 2 here, but they were pretty loose, so I made sure mine were nice and snug. I put one right here. Same thing, this is all nice and snug. I tightened this one up, make sure this one's all snug so this stays in. I would like to put one behind here as well as one in here, but it's really hard to get in there, and I know there's a bunch of wiring in here, so I don't really want to go poking holes where I really can't see. And I wouldn't want to pull all this back because we just zip tied this, so I don't want to loosen these up. So I think this should be good. I don't think this is gonna move. It doesn't really move much. I made sure I cut this carpet decently high up. I cut it a little bit higher than mine. I kept that in mind so that way I could kind of snug it up against this and kind of tuck it in certain places to hope that this will be as tight as I can get it. This is already factory right there. It goes around it. So I think it's good. I think once I put the center console and the dash up against this, it'll hold it decently. Why is this button ran all the way back here? Have no idea. So this is all for the rear section for the center console and the actual storage tray. So I have no idea what these are and why this has a, I don't know. Let me know what this is and why it's back here. Time to clean up the gas pedal and put this in. I do have to order a frame for this because mine broke in, I think, 2 locations. The clip that goes right here and the clip that actually holds into the carpet piece into the frame of the car. That is, one tab is broken, so I do need to order another one of these, but for now we're going to install it. Just for reference, this is before. It definitely takes off the surface, but this thing's been caked up in a junkyard for who knows how long. So I think I definitely need to scrub this with some simple green and a brush, because you can easily see that it's just coming right back. It looks a lot better, but I'm still not happy with it. I have no idea why this thing is not cleaning up. So I don't know what I need to do, what product I need to use, but this thing is definitely caked up with some dirt and some grime. I want to put it in, but at the same time, I don't want to put it in this dirty, so I'm trying to figure out another way to clean it. This is where we're at right now. I threw in the dash, the cluster, put the clock spring back in, gas pedals in. I started assembling. I put in the radio, climate unit. I put in the lower bezel for the trim. I'm contemplating right now whether I want to do the back seat or if I should do center console. I think I'm going to do back seat just so I have the most amount of room possible. I think if I put in the center console, it'd be a little cluttered. So I think back seat is the move now. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up what I can. And then I don't have a rear parcel shelf. I don't want to run the gray. It's probably been an hour, almost 2 hours since I picked up the camera. And literally this is it. Just got the rear door panels. This one is sort of in, but these, I don't know why. These are the worst. I don't know. To me, at least, I don't know about you. but this is the worst design on a door panel ever. It has rods that go into the actual body, plus clips all around, and these rods are so flimsy, and if they're not completely straight, you will have a pain in the ass trying to get these in. Same with these clips, they all break. Pretty sure every Beamer uses the same clips, but these are a nightmare. I hate this so much. Putting on rear door panels in this car, biggest pain in the ass. Maybe it's just me, I don't know why, but E39 door card swap takes 5 minutes. This, you gotta go back and forth messing with that shit, and then you think you got it, you push it in, all the clips break, you gotta take it out. This shit is a pain in the ass. So this was the gray Parcel shelf, and I couldn't find a good condition one at the junkyard, so I just took black spray paint, spray painted it, rubbed it in with a brush. It is what it is, it's already dry. These look terrible and gloss. It's 4:15 in the morning, my phone is gonna die. This is where we're at with the car. Another huge problem, I have no idea, I think it's stripped or cross-threaded, but there's no way a bolt is going in here. And now this is too lopsided, and I can't put the center console on because it won't go. I was going through it last night, so I took a little bit of a break, got some sleep, came back, and this is where we're at. So everything's pretty much in. I just have to throw in the front seats and do up some finishing touches. As you can see, we are missing some pieces. I do need to get a black M kick plate. This section, I don't know what the issue was. I don't know, because if I pulled it out of another parts car, I don't know if it was bent or if it just wasn't fitting in here for some reason. But this actual centerpiece, whatever you call armrest, I need to get another one of those. For the moment, I'm gonna leave it behind. I'm gonna see what eBay has on replacements, because I don't really like that design, and I have seen people have the replacement ones that just completely delete that. So I do need to get that, the kick plate, and then on the passenger side, I believe I just need this trim right here. I think that's it. The headliner for being spray painted, or the Parcel shelf, absolutely looks fine. It'll be as is for now. If I ended up keeping this car and liking it, then I will get it sent off to upholstery and get Alcantara. And of course, we will need to get some legit trim. Once we get this car settled in, running right, I'll go through and replace the little bits like the e-brake, the shifter, steering wheel, stuff like that. But I'm gonna throw in the front seats, and we need to put in door panels, but I'm leaving that for last because I don't want to put in the cloth ones and then accidentally hit it. The moment of truth. What I've been waiting for. Sheesh. Let's get these things in the car. The interior swap is completed, but this garage is an absolute mess. There's stuff everywhere. So I'll get you guys some final glamour shots of how the interior looks. But first, let me clean this up and get some space again. I ended up having to completely restack the shelf full of parts, put that corner full of parts. The M5 seats had to come down so I could move the carpet and the bumper up here. And we have a complete wheel wall once again. So some stuff is already for sale, so we just gotta wait for it to sell. Gotta be patient. But as far as the M3 goes, there's still some pieces we need, like we mentioned in the video. But for right now, this is how we're looking. So the seats look great. I do want to try cleaning these up a little bit and seeing if I can get some of these wrinkles out. So if you guys have any techniques or tips, if there's anything at all to get some of this premature wrinkling and wear out, there's really no wear on the seats except for that. It's a little bit cracked, but I'll try to put some conditioner and some leather cleaner on there to get those out. Definitely would like to do a steering wheel. I'd want to get complete matching trim. I don't mind silver, but obviously I would prefer all black or carbon fiber, but both of those are extremely expensive or hard to find. So this is how everything looks. As far as the back seat goes, they look pretty good. We do need to get both latches fixed. I didn't end up getting anything from the junkyard. These are the spray painted handles. that match the interior trim up here, which honestly doesn't look that bad for what it is. Obviously, it's not perfect and it's not preferred, but it doesn't look terrible. It's just for right now. Then we can get some new trim. We can get shift boot, shift knob, new e-brake boot, e-brake handle. I'd like to get a whole new center console to get rid of all these little scuffs and all these little marks, and as well as cup holders, coin tray. And what do you guys prefer, if anybody knows, to replace this? Because without it, it's not stable at all. And I do know that this little ABS unit bolts to it. If anybody does know what that little speaking button is, let me know. I did the whole swap, and only one problem. There's one little white plug under here. I don't know where it goes. Everything works, everything's fine. I just don't know where that plug goes. Just as a final recap of the parts we need do need the trim piece that covers the carpet and goes over to the side molding. I need to get black little airbag markings, whatever you want to call those. Headliner definitely needs to be redone. This part is actually broken. That part is missing. And both the rear headliner sections are cracked with the clips. So I feel like this looks good and it will come across good on camera, but I feel like this swap was, I wouldn't say done as best as possible, because I definitely could have done things better, but I feel like it's done decent for what it is and decent for what the condition is. But I would like to perfect and go through and completely make everything exactly how I want it. So we do need to get the kick plate, or I'm possibly thinking of taking the gray one and using the flat black trim paint and just painting that. Save some money, we'll do that. But other than that, that's how the car is looking right now. It honestly looks really good for what it is, but there's definitely things that need to be gone over. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations. Oh yeah, I got to get one of these, a little cap for the lock. I don't know why it's gone. But other than that, this is the Impulse cloth interior swap. I'm a huge fan of the seats. I do think that I overpaid a little bit. I forgot to mention, I don't know why, but these seats in the rear, I think the hole is stripped on the driver's seat on that side. I need to retap the actual thread pitch for the bolt. And I don't know why, but the passenger seat, it seems like the frame rail of the seat ended up being twisted. So I don't know if this came out of a crashed car or anything like that, if that could even possibly be the reason. But the holes do not line up. So the frame is twisted, mangled. I will have to see about that. So there's not even a bolt in the rear section of that seat, just the front is bolted. So yeah, its interior is pretty janky, but it's only been one night, so over time we'll perfect it. Obviously, as you can see, we have a lot of stuff to do to this car. So this is just the beginning. This is just a start. I just happened to find this interior posted on OfferUp. That's the reason why we got it. So it wasn't my intention to fully do an interior swap first off. But other than that, this is the video. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos. Check out the channel. And let me know. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.